the problem with Naga Siren is not bad at trends, right? She has some really good stats. She's quite strong. I hate that one. And then I thought, highest net worth. I think I said Draw Ranger. If Newbee managed to close this game out relatively early, obviously they can go late game, right? That is the big power of having a Morphling on your team, is that you can extend this game a lot later with the Draw Ranger strategy and still feel comfortable. And you also have. Did we talk about the Morphling versus Naga Siren? How that feels for SC? How he's going to be able to get early farm?
It should be okay unless there's an Undying in your face. Because Morphling struggles a lot actually versus Undying leading. If you get hit by a couple of decays and you're already Morph, like he's sitting at 280 HP on Morphling. But you have high damage. So as long as you're safe, you shouldn't really die. There's no disable on the side to really take out a Morphling.
And they're putting a Draw Ranger, instead of having Sand King in a 1v1 against Red, which would be tough in the beginning before Toxic Valley really starts taking over. They're going to put Sand King up against the Vengeful Spirit Witch Doctor matchup and have Draw Ranger play the 1v1.
I think it's cool. They want to benefit from the pulls as much as possible with like the Rubik, the Sand King. Obviously, he's able to caustic down the creeps once he deals with pulls. And I think they want to make sure that UU9 gets solo experience. So they want to put him in that solo matchup. Be sure to boost up their Morphling as much as possible in the laning phase.
Let's see, what CS-wise we're looking pretty good so far.
Morphling's struggling pretty hard because of this Undying though. Like Faith was there, but Faith came maybe 10 seconds after the Undying. So Undying got already 2 decays off on the Morphling, so he's feeling a bit pressured. Don't think he should actually be missing that many CS. I think he just feels, he feels bad. He doesn't like this Morphling in his face, even though it doesn't really put the craziest amount of pressure on you. It's just like it's mental pressure more so.
It's kind of interesting. Like traditionally, we looked at Ogre Magi as just being like the strongest support. But he's also very generic, right? What he does is very generic. He just kind of like runs at you, bubbles around. He's just big and tanky, and he doesn't care about physical damage. But if you think about it, right, the two supports that match that Ogre, they have very unique mechanics. Leech Seed, which is a slow and a heal as well as a damage over time. That very clearly, that unique mechanic won them the tri-lane. And then here in this dual lane scenario, the way that Undying works and the way he's able to take away strength away from a Morphling who's already operating on low strength is very clearly winning them this dual lane scenario. So while Ogre is, he's always hard to deal with, and because he's kind of generic and in your face, that he does make for a very good early pick. These other two strength heroes are actually proving to be much stronger in laning phase for these specific scenarios.
I mean, Peppy's owning. Like Peppy's just doing such a good job of securing this lane. Like SEC, he's just constantly sitting at like 4 strength.
I mean, I'm not sure how Fetty has had this much mana. He's finally out. He's got one clarity to work with, but
one suicide and then he comes. I mean, that's the beauty about Undying. You have 400 base or 400 base mana. 400 base mana, so you're just able to throw out like 7 decays almost. So puts out so much pressure on SEC.
Dies a little bit, dies neutrals, and he'll be right back.
Laning phase going quite well for MVP right now. QO leading the board, Venge leading the board, Axe doing Axe things. Putting a little bit of pressure on UU9, but now Rev maybe going up a little bit too far, maybe making the rotation coming in with Ignite. They only have 2 points in the Frost Arrows. Will it be enough?
TP away, Fate is not quite yet level 3 or level 4 whenever he chooses to get that Fire Blast, so no interruptions done. Still though, that just means it's going to be an empty lane for the next 45 seconds or so, and Unite will be able to abuse the hard camp pull in situations like that. We haven't examined this aggro dual lane situation that MVP Phoenix is doing with the Vengeful Spirit and the Witch Doctor, where they're matching up against the dual lane of Newbees, Kaka, as well as KP. I'm expecting action to break out any moment, just because eventually we're going to have this combination. Telekinesis into Burrow Strike, that's going to be countered pretty easily by Dooku with a Paralyzing Cast, as well as the Voodoo Restoration. Voodoo Restoration looking like it's going to be able to win out this man fight, as that heal over time is allowing Velo to stay in it and right-click away. They do manage to chase away Velo as well as Kaka, though. Both will pop a bit of regen, at least Velo will pop some regen, maybe Kaka just decides it is time to end his life. He bites, boom, fights forwards.
It's a taunt on UU9.
Oh god, so close, a little bit more, maybe just the damage over time, and it is enough. First blood will go to Fred, striking back hard after being forced away from the Ogre. Ogre leaves the lane, and somehow he's able to get just what he just TP'd in the lane, wrapped around, got some sort of initiation with Battle Hunger.
Yep, just got battle hunger, walked up, got fall off with a couple creeps on, like 3 or 4.
From Newbee here, 2-man smoke up from the 2 supports. They're going to lay down some nice aggressive vision that will be able to help out the Drow Ranger in this 1v1. But more importantly, they can get a kill on Fred here, throw him into the creep wave. Going to be able to get a lot of damage, just hype him around. They are going to try and TP in with a Witch Doctor, but it's just going to be a bit too late. Fred does end up going down. Fate drops a bit low, paralyzing cast comes out, but it is obviously not enough for the Witch Doctor to be able to commit to a kill. U9 in a better scenario in this 1v1. I also talked about the fact how Fred needs to be able to come online relatively early with his Blink Dagger as he's being chased away, but as a Tombstone blown, a TP going to be wasted bottom lane. They aren't going to be able to get the initiation on Fred. Kind of kite him around. It looks like they're going to make this kill. Fred, unless he gets crazy lucky on spins, he won't be able to get a chop. He throws it down just to be able to get a little bit of extra damage, but Dubu's going to die as well, as the damage is just too much for them to handle. A blood-lusted...
Walked up into the darkness by himself. Yeah, I mean, he grabbed an Infidus Rune and just walked into the enemy jungle, and MVP was there with 4 arrows.
Alright. Yeah, I just kind of figured, Morphling all good by himself. Especially with an Infidus Rune, apparently not. Newbee, though, are going to 4-man smoke straight into the jungle, right where SC died, and try and catch some of these MVP Phoenix perhaps off guard, thinking that they just secured themselves a numbers advantage. There's no way Newbee would fight, but Newbee will definitely going to be fighting here. They're going to go in straight to the epicenter on development. That's going to be a quick kill, even with the Soul Rip. It won't delay his death. Dubu is going to be able to TP out, but Febby might be the second kill here. We're going to have Tranquil Boots online in 5 seconds. Then he's going to have to get himself into the trees in a good position to be able to TP out. That's a smart one, but unfortunately KP is a little bit faster than SC in this regards. Does manage to get the stun off in time, granting them 2 kills for that 4-man smoke rotation and a push onto the bottom tier 2 potentially.
Newbee's decision making just seems a couple steps ahead of MVP, to say the least. Like, they don't even care. They're like, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Morphling is not the fighter. We're making space with Morphling. We don't need him to fight. We're making the 4-man rotation. We're putting the pressure, getting the kills into the enemy jungle. No vision. Now they put the vision down. So they did that. They just kind of like assume these guys are still going to be down there after the Morphling dies, because they know Naga's just going to play on the mirror side. He's just going to be playing in the opposite jungle.
Right.
But QO's, he's doing pretty decent. He's still got his timing pretty set. You know, they have only one tier 1 who's got denied as well, so.
Tier 2 will fall. 9 is able to pick that one up.
Blink Dagger timing now.
Yeah.
The thing that's incredible is that KP is doing all this movement and all this action without the blink. Like, you don't see too many players. Like, you see like Wayne, like you mentioned, kind of do that without on the edge of an SEC.
Oh, geez, the kind of roll! Nice 3-man bro strike. That is going to stop things immediately. They are going to be able to get a counter death ward. That actually almost kills QO. Fortunately, he's very tanky to physical damage. He'll be okay. Nice attempt at Kaka. Bevy is going to be the one caught out, though, as he tries to rotate over to help out his allies. He instead trapped upon by Newbee. They take their 11th kill of this game, where MVP Phoenix only sitting at a meager 2. They've got very good control of the map, and they're going to use it right here. They just killed the big team fighter support of MVP Phoenix, just like last time. They managed to take the mid tower after they killed Febby, right? They pushed in. This time around, after they kill Febby, they're going to be able to take Roshan, a big objective.
I mean, this is like, it's such good play by Newbee, really. Like, MVP's trying, but their heroes just don't really, they just can't really fight into the aggression by Newbee.
There's an Aegis for 9. And now they can go ahead and go for more objectives. Nice epicenter set up, and that magic damage burst that we talked about, not quite enough. Unfortunately, maybe if KP was level 11 and he had that second level of epicenter, maybe if they just had a better, some sort of nuke that was stolen by Rubik or really any control.
Kako was short of both spells, so he was trying to, I think he was trying to decide which one would be the better play to do, and he
an epicenter. Oh, he plays away just in time. Oh, good timing there. I'm not sure if he just blinked because he saw Morphling coming forward, and maybe that's why he reacted, but either way, he gets ahead of the epicenter.
Like, Newbee, honestly, like, the way that they're playing, like you said, it just seems like they're like a little bit like more in time with the meta. Like, U9 as well, like this play there, I don't know if we didn't like say it or anything, but instead of just like hurricane hitting himself and just running away when he's being chased there by Naga, he hurricane hit the Naga, so he was left, he was out of range to sleep. So that was like a really big individual play that just like, it was kind of hard to notice in like the big fight that was kind of going on.
Alright, Fog, we barely missed 28 kills by 25 minutes.
What?
And we went for the upwards of 26.
Oh well.
Oh well. Manta for the Drow Ranger. We almost have the, I mean, we've already seen SC kind of pop his head out and try some nuke damage. We saw the Undying drop pretty low in the mid lane when SC tried that one, and he doesn't even have the Ethereal Blade yet. He's going to be picking it up soon, though.
Yeah, still just Kyo having to... He's trying his best. He's trying his damage to find as much harm as possible, but not having these tier 1s taken out at all, like the mid tier 1, like really makes his access much worse. He's able to throw his illusions at least into the jungle there, but he's not able to really farm out the mid lane, not able to cut the bottom wave at all just because of this. Maybe they'll have to net this tower mid, but no, they're afraid. They don't even want to try it. Newbee, smoke. I think the ward from MVP actually caught that smoke, so they're probably going to group up inside of a high ground or hide in their base, or just like QO farm someone and just, yeah, the rest of them will probably just hide.
Is this about the time? Because before you had MVP Phoenix hemmed in, you knew basically whenever they pushed out where their wards are going to be, most likely, unless they were super defensive, in which case you don't really care that much. They did their smoke. They've managed to push out some. Is this the time you think about buying a gem just to re-control the map? Oh, jump it in. It's going to be real bad. It's going to lead into a silence eventually here. QO doesn't really stand a prayer here. Get a mid, maybe. He'd be able to get rid of that silence and get the Song of Siren off, but he just doesn't have that item yet.
He felt safe. He did feel safe. Like, they knew the smoke was going on, but he was like, okay, they're not going to smoke here. They're going to smoke to like an objective. They're going to smoke to a lane, but going for the kill. They knew he's farming in the jungle. Like we said, that's the safest place for him to farm. Safest place for him to farm, and that's probably what Newbee's thinking as well. Like, he's in our jungle. I think that their better play is definitely buying a gem. They put it on QO, at least able to control the map, make sure that they're not getting all the...
Call goes out. Forev is going to be the target here. LG's the Tombstone's behind him. They get really good heals up. The Tombstone will eventually die here. Undying goes down pretty well. He keeps the rest of MVP Phoenix back too. He will bot back for all of this. And they don't actually get a fight that they can push forward and succeed. They didn't bring anybody low enough with that axe initiation.
Yeah. They really wanted to try. They wanted to get kills, absolutely. And them not getting kills, that's actually super detrimental now. It slows down the Manta style a lot by QO. And yeah, Newbee now complete access, complete control of the map. Bottom lane is kind of pushing in MVP's favor, but yeah, there's no way that they can get there, no way that they can benefit or capitalize on it.
In some ways, that buyback was necessary, right? Just because Throw Ranger lineups push so quickly. You needed to try and get the jump on them before they push into the tower, right? So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially because they have Aegis still, and he's level 16, so he's got that little bit of a power spike from his level 3 marksmanship.
Yeah. 2 minutes still on the clock for that Aegis. Newbee continue to push forward with confidence. Still don't have the Ethereal Blade, but they want to make use of this Aegis, and they could potentially end the game right now because QO does not have a buyback. They know that 2 telekinesis call. They do manage to grab the 9, but there's just no follow-up for MVP Phoenix. They're just trying to keep Red alive, but there's no threat on the Newbee side. They're all very high HP. SD comes forward. He's going to be targeted a little bit, but he bounced back by the Hurricane Pike. Then he's going to be the one blown up instead. He comes forward for Decay. All of the strength in the world won't stop him from going down. QO going to be targeted here, but Emphasis with the styles going up. They swap him back, but again, it's MVP Phoenix just trying to keep some cores alive rather than getting the kills. Finally, a jump forward, and there's the first Culling Blade of the match. Perez managed to get a really good call out, but it's only going to be able to kill 1 core, and he's still going to be pecked down by this Hurricane Pike Undying Drow Ranger. He keeps his distance and rips cores apart. Now it's only QO left alive, and Newbee will just end this game right here, right now. They're just going to move to the second lane of frags. There is only 1 buyback for MVP Phoenix. 20 seconds left for all the other heroes, so maybe they can buy back and defend their top lane ranks, but Newbee are still going to be in an extraordinary situation here in this game number 2. Very unlikely.
Yeah, Naga versus the world, there's no way that you can do it in this type of game. If they, like Newbee, they realized what went wrong in the last fight too, like the Tombstone went down, and they instantly, you can see all 5 of them switch to it automatically, not caring what position.
There's a call, but Hurricane Pike over the cliff. They are going to be able to catch some of these heroes. Forev, 5 seconds. He may still be able to catch some people here with this call as the Song of Siren wears out. 1 more second, he needs to be able to get Undying, that's for sure. They're going to try and collapse on him. He still has that Aegis though. Meanwhile, Bell in the background is being pummeled by SC. And this carry Morphling goes to work. Finally, they manage to bring down Undying, but that's just the Aegis. They're going to try and go for Kaka next. A mini Rubik as an Undying manages to steal that ultimate, but Bevy, the real Undying, he'll be the one dying. Brett, he'll also be going down here. The Ethereal Blade finally up. SC makes short work of some of these cores. Ultra kill for him. He looks at the rampage.